everyone, this is the 7th video of the series that I'm making in order to show you what I eat here in New Zealand and more in general, what is possible to find in here. And today I'm here with Bouche.
Hello Italy.
It's the first sunny day in like 10 months and he's gonna show us how to make Rogan Josh.
Rogan Josh is a simple basic curry traditionally made with lamb from the northeastern states of India. I hope you enjoy. Danilo loves it, you can tell.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the kitchen. Ciao. So this is cilantro, otherwise known as coriander, in its plant form, and it's an important component of this particular dish. It goes in as a garnish at the very end. It gets stirred in and it gives it a very distinct flavor. Cilantro. About what you see growing here is about what we would use in this dish. Maybe a little less, a good handful, a bunch. Just the leaves, not the stems. So here we have a 400-gram tin of chopped tomatoes. Use tomatoes not flavored, not spiced, just regular chopped tomatoes. 2 medium-sized onions. 400 to 600 grams of beef. Alternatively, you can use lamb, which it traditionally would be made with. You could even use chicken. Garlic, ginger root. I would use 1 or 2 pieces about this size. That's probably as much ginger root as you want to use. 3 to 5 cloves of garlic. Any oil whatsoever will do. And for this particular recipe, you can use coconut milk, coconut cream, regular full-fat cream, or yogurt. If you're using yogurt, you would use about the same amount as you see here. A couple of good dessert dollops. As far as dry spices are concerned, we have a teaspoon of ground chili, 2 teaspoons of cumin, a teaspoon of turmeric, which is commonly used mainly for color in Indian dishes, 3 teaspoons of garam masala, which is a combination of quite a few spices ground up, very, very common in Indian cooking, and ground coriander, or cilantro, which of course is what we have here in leaf form, straight from the garden, and rice. Dish is best served with rice. Jasmine rice if you have it, otherwise long grain white rice is fine. And those are our ingredients. So here we have our chopped onions, our peeled ginger root, and our skinned cloves of garlic. I find the easiest way to prepare both the ginger and the garlic for this recipe is on the smallest mill on your cheese grater. Even if your ginger has started to sprout, or your garlic, has started to sprout, you can just grind it. And then make sure you get it all off of the back, and so forth. So you can click it. One of the best parts of this dish, aside from how tasty it is the fact that the whole thing is done in one pot. The entire meal will go in. So, medium to high heat. Oil, as I said before, any oil will do. Heat the pot up a little bit before you add about 2 tablespoons of oil. No more. Get that nice and viscous. And then you add your chopped onions. Onions make up the base of the vast majority of Indian pastes and curries. Very common ingredient in virtually everything they cook, which I'm told is quite similar to Italy. This dish is only going to test your ability as a stirrer with a wooden spoon. So basically, you want to stir your onions in the oil under moderate heat. Like I said, medium to high heat. Not too low, but we don't want to burn them. We want to cook them until they are translucent, until you can sort of see them sweating. Before I continue, I forgot, one of the most important aspects of this dish is making sure that the chef doesn't go thirsty. Once you've had a beer, you're now ready to add your ground or your shredded or grated ginger and garlic, which looks a lot, but it's really not. And then just keep stirring that. Give it a quick stir at first so that the ginger and garlic doesn't stick to the bottom of it. Now that we've been frying our onion, garlic and ginger under medium heat for a few minutes now, we add our entire quantity of dry spices. So you just literally put it all in and continue to stir fry it. This is what they call dry frying, and some of the spices will stick to the bottom of the pan. It will be a very dry mixture at first, but once you add the later ingredients, especially the tomatoes, it will all come off the bottom of the pan. It'll be fine. Put your meat in and continue to stir it up until that meat is browned and coated in all of that spice and onion mixture. And you might want to put the heat up a little bit from this, but not to the highest heat. You just want to get it brown and make sure that it's all covered in the spice before you add your tomatoes. So think about 5 minutes. Keep it up for about 5 minutes under the same heat, moderate heat. After we've browned our meat, it's time to add our entire quantity of tomatoes. And then just stir that up quite well. And as that slowly cooks, all of those spices stuck to the bottom of the pan will start to come off and add into the mixture. So you're going to want to stir it for another, once again, 5 minutes or so. Just get all of that spice mixture combined and off the bottom of the pan, and get that meat to continue to cook before we add our whichever cream you've decided to use, or yogurt or coconut milk. In this particular instance, I'm using coconut cream, which I prepared earlier with ground coconut and water. But it's easier to buy it in a jar. Stir it up. If you use yogurt, you might find the yogurt seems to curdle at first. Just stir through it, that curdling will dissipate. It won't become cheese. It will be perfectly fine. So once you've added the cream, whichever you've decided to use, cream or yogurt, bring it to a fierce boil, high heat. As soon as it boils, you're going to reduce the heat to the very lowest flame or the lowest burner and put the lid on it, cover it up. And it's boiling away rapidly, so we reduce the heat and we put the cover on. Now, go do something else for half an hour. Go take a shower or sunbathe or have a glass of wine. Don't come back to it for a half an hour. Give it a stir. We'll see you in 30 minutes. Now our final half an hour is up. We give it one final stir. Take our cilantro. Throw it in. Stir your cilantro in, and at this point you can take the heat off. Beef Rogan, Josh. Questo è il piatto pronto per essere mangiato. Buon appetito. Here we are, Dunedin, New Zealand. Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal.
Good take.